So I was born in Mexico City. When I was little, I remember my mom arguing with my dad a lot. I remember one specific day that my mom just decided to pack her stuff, put everything in a suitcase. I remember going to a bus stop, and then I thought we were going for a family trip. I remember I looked at her in the eye and I was crying and crying and crying, and then I saw her cry too. And then before she got on the bus, she gave me a kiss, and then she told me that she loved me. When my mom left, I was 3 years old. And then when I was 6, my mom had my dad take us to a bus station, and then my dad just sent us with some strangers that I didn't recognize. So when we tried to I guess cross the border, if you will, that was one of the hardest things I think I've ever done. I remember my 3 brothers and I got in a car, and then all of a sudden we got pulled over. When I saw the cops, I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what was going on. I remember going to a detention center. One of the officers decided to put me in a jail cell, and I guess they did it as a joke just to see what my reaction would be. And I was terrified. I remember I started crying, and my brothers were laughing at me. After that, I just remember seeing my dad again and going back. And then we were home for a couple months, maybe 1 or 2 years. And then my mom gave my dad a call. You guys are able to come here legally. So then I remember out of nowhere, we just started packing. When I got at the bus station here in Texas, I remember I saw my mom for the first time. So when I saw her, it was like a stranger. I didn't go up to her and hug her. I didn't say hello. I just didn't know who she was. I thought she was someone else until I guess she said, "Hey, I'm your mom." Our relationship has been strong ever since. And I did not see her until I was almost 9. So that was almost 5 to 6 years without seeing my mom. As the years went by, we decided to move to another place, and there we didn't really have that much money. Technically, we had to start from scratch. So I needed to find a way to pay the house bills. I needed to find a way to support my mom, because I always told her I will always be there for you. And until this day, I still stand by that. I remember that as soon as I turned 14, I turned in that application because my mom and my brother were working together at McDonald's. When I got promoted to manager, I was working about 30 to 35 hours, and that's because I had full-time high school. I was going to the ALC, and then as I started to see that we needed more help financially, I started to pick up even more hours. That made me love my job even more, because I realized if you're in a good environment, you will love your job. I've been at the ALC since 7th grade, and at first I wasn't so sure to go to that school because people had this stereotype of only bad kids go there, you're not gonna have a good education if you go there. But then as the days went by, I felt like the teachers and the staff really cared about their jobs, and they were just there to help. And the environment there makes me feel calm, and I just feel great going there. And then my senior year was when I started attending the RCTC, have RCTC and have ALC. My mom has always told me that I have to do well in school no matter what. And for me, that's what I've always kept in my mind when I'm in class. I try to pay attention. I try to be a good kid or a good student just so I could have a good grade. And at the end of the day, prove my mom that I can do whatever I want to succeed. So next year, I hope that I can maintain going to RCTC, and I'm planning on taking a business class. And so I just believe that I can come up with my own business and just make an impact on the community, I guess. So that's why I want to start a business, so I can help people and just support my family.